Here comes the England #2 and the #6 seed. And there we have Ramy Ashour in the black V-neck t-shirt, the current world #1, Peter, and quite astonishing talent in the squash world. Slight lucky bounce there in the back corner.
Yeah, very fortunate off the back wall. He overhit it, but it hit that nick between the back wall and the floor.
Absolutely amazing play there.
A great area for Ramy Ashour. And he's got game point. He hasn't missed many of those this week.
So James Willstrop takes the first game of this JP Morgan Tournament of Champions 2010.
His tactics are working perfectly so far, and that's another thing I've been very impressed with this week. He's been tactically very aware.
Oh, it's just too good at the moment for Ramy Ashour. He's actually making him look a little bit pedestrian, which is, with the recent form of this young Egyptian, it's quite unbelievable. You can see there, just snapping it cross court.
Again, the tactics are working perfectly. 4 points in the lead, and I mean, from 2-love up, he'll be very difficult to beat. How does he play that shot?
That, in the squash world, could be seen as silly stuff.
Here we see it again, Ramy Ashour under immense pressure. James Willstrop taking the ball so early. But what movement. And then there, look at his wrist.
So James Willstrop with 5 game balls here, looking to go 2-love up. And he does. Ramy Ashour clipping the top of the tin, and James Willstrop taking the second game here. Ramy Ashour 6-2 now. That is a wondrous shot.
It's a shot I'm seeing most players play more and more now.
Oh my goodness!
What an amazing rally.
You can see James Willstrop just believe. So, just unbelievable. He's like, well, what do I do? Oh, what a fantastic shot by the young Egyptian. And he's back in this match, winning the 3rd game, 11-9.
No, he made a huge comeback, and he's just lost his way a little bit here. And he's only got a couple of points to get it back, otherwise this game's going to get away from him. Oh, that's just...
It's all happening here for James Willstrop tonight.
This is his last chance. He's going to have to make a huge effort here. He's going to have to step forward and play several of those type of shots. Here he goes.
Oh, what a brilliant rally. All 4 corners of the court being utilised there, Peter. And there we have it. James Willstrop taking this JP Morgan Tournament of Champions title. 3-1. 12-10. 5-11. 9-11. 11-3.
Your new 2010 JP Morgan Tournament of Champions champion, James Willstrop.
We'll need to get off to a good start though, James Willstrop, because Ramy Ashour, when he starts to build confidence, as you will see here, can rack up points very, very quickly on the scoreboard.
Oh, well, he read that. I mean, he was moving forward and then he just pokes at it. But see here, he knows it's going straight, and then the quick jab. I mean, that was lightning. So Ashour, who's got five game balls for this first. He's so clever. I mean, he's just charged up there. He's whacked the ball casually, as you could ever believe, down the middle into James Willstrop's stomach. So,
but again, not many lengthy rallies, Joe, and it's a pretty quick second game that we're seeing here. Oh, look at that reach from Ramy Ashour.
It's just wrists, ridiculous wrist. I mean,
Right side.
Moved on to this quite easily, and then there's the cheeky poke of the wrist.
So that is absolutely brilliant from James Willstrop. How he gets his body around and straightens up this backhand drive perfectly down the line.
Pinch perfect. He went for the orthodox straight drop shot. There was probably 5 or 6 shots that Willstrop had to cover in his mind there. Maybe save it for a really important stage if we get very close. Oh my lord. Well, we've seen Ramy Ashour do this on the forehand side twice already, but look at this on the backhand side. Ramy Ashour very rarely gets deceived, so the Englishman has game ball to take this into a fourth.
He's done it.
Oh, this is brilliant. That's more like it. Bit of emotion there from James Willstrop. That's what we like to see. Oh, there's a quick fire exchange. Oh,
Again, accuracy for Willstrop, not good enough. Clips the side wall, front wall join here, comes out into the middle. And there you see the finish from Ashour. Look at that.
Well, it stayed in. Oh, what? Willstrop, not malicious in the way he's throwing the ball. You can see his face. I mean, that just came off, and the poke. You've got to see this. This has got to be a match of the tournament. Oh! That was a double whammy. That was ridiculous. I've not seen a double. I've seen a single, but not a double. Look at this. 1, 2, and done. That's out. Oh. That is the shot of the tournament. That is the shot of the tournament. Got to see this again. This is definitely the shot of the tournament, PJ.
1, 2, and 3.
Oh no.
He's played the ball there, could have taken the stroke. Oh, there it is.
Well, there's the finish. Very happy and smiling. Ramy Ashour obviously enjoyed that scenario. Salute to Squash TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ramy Ashour and James Willstrop.
England to serve, Ramy Ashour of Egypt to receive.
Sit back, relax, and watch something very special here. But his ability to get players off so quickly in the early rounds gives Ramy so much energy in the tank in the late stages. I mean, look at this. This could be a pretty quick semi-final here, Joey.
James Willstrop making the Egyptian do some work here. Already it's going quite exhibition. He's played the ball. So a bit of excitement for the crowd to feed off him.
Scintillating squash. It's got to take it out of the system. Oh, this is unbelievable squash from Ramy Ashour. You just cannot explain what he's doing here.
Well, he anticipated, but he was beaten by the pace. Just the raw power from the wrist of Ashour. What a first game. I already told him you're already working in Hollywood, but he said, why not come to Pontefract?
He wanted too much of a cut, Joey, unfortunately. He's very expensive, Mick Todd.
He wanted you for the advert for the Haribo factory. There's the fake for James Willstrop, and he famously did the double whammy, or the triple whammy. Here's the situation, backward bow, so he goes round, there's the one fake, and then the two, and he really does get Ramy Ashour.
This is trouble. You can't put Ramy Ashour at the front of the court with that much time, and he's paid the price. Good patient rally though from Ashour.
So Malcolm Willstrop will have to go possibly to talk to his son in between games. It's game ball here for Ramy Ashour for a 2-love lead. That's the wrong shot. He's in trouble and he's done it. Ramy Ashour has made the most of that shot selection from Willstrop. Pounced upon it like a panther. That was like a short game. That was a conditioned game going on there. The touch at the front right-hand corner from both players. The fight continues. That is his forehand. I mean, I've not seen his forehand this accurate for a long, long time into that attacking area. I mean, he's done it off the volley there.
He's made
Well, he overstretched. He's slapping himself on the head. He just completely overstretched on that one, so... Well, not yet. The movement of Ashour going two-footed in, but improvising the straight drive.
Well, look at it there. Body language of Willstrop here, though, as he comes out.
And there's the error. So Ramy Ashour closes out a high-quality second semi-final. You can see the eyes. He's so happy to reach his second final of this British Open, 2 years running. A lot of respect for a very war-weary opponent in James Willstrop.
This really is the calm before the storm, PJ. You really can't hear anything. Well, you can't anyway, but you really can't.
That is squash of the highest quality from these two, just as you'd expect. They have this wonderful ability of bringing out the best of each other, Willstrop and Ashour. But that's what we spoke about, taking away the movement of a player Watch how late Ramy Ashour takes this ball. Cross court comes in from Willstrop, waits and waits. Then at the last second behind the body.
Out 2 game balls still for Willstrop.
Now
There's the squeeze.
11-8.
Excellent squeeze
Into Willstrop.
from the marksman. Very
Willstrop
accurate.
leads 1 game to love.
Oh, that is so beautiful. The relentlessly quick pace
Hand
and
out
then
3-5.
the soft hands. Oh, that is unbelievable. There's a grin there from Ramy Ashour. PJ, look at this finish.
7-5.
So obviously the strings that these guys use, you can see the brand and the companies
Oh, he
that
was
they use.
absolutely buzzing.
Game to Ashour.
Buzzing on that ball, the Green Hornet.
11-8. Games are 1-all.
Their old obstruction, 6'4" of Willstrop, and play the ball.
Well, he couldn't get that last one, but I mean, he is moving like a gazelle.
That's brilliant.
Well, somebody in the crowd is yee-hawing and woohoo and everything.
6-3.
Rightly so.
Wins in 4. Statistically, I can't remember the exact stats.
Down.
But it's very, very heavy.
Well, there it is.
11-8.
Cross-court nick is
Game to
thundered
Ashour.
away. We haven't seen
leads.
many cross-court nicks from Ramy Ashour,
2-1.
but what a time to play one. It has, because of the quality. I mean, the quality of the Rosner-Gaultier match was superb, but this is absolutely amazing. I don't know how he's got that so high.
The way Willstrop lifts his way out of trouble from sort of nigh on impossible positions is absolutely amazing.
Oh my lord. This is extraordinary. It's going to be a mega rally. It's got to be a mega rally! Wow! Wow! That is an absolute jocken-ducken. Oh my goodness me. Shaking hands. Ramy Ashour loves it. We all love it. PJ's looking like the Joker out of Batman. He can't stop smiling. Oh, that was
6-5.
absolutely superb. This is unbelievable.
This is painful to watch.
Oh, this
There's
is
the
so,
finish.
it's so good, PJ. Absolute pleasure for us to watch. It's complete carnage for both these players, particularly Willstrop.
9-8. Yeah. 11-8. Game and match.
So there
to
it is.
Ashour. 3 games to 1.
Slightly flat ending,
8-11.
but what
11-8.
a performance.
11-8.
Well, it's a packed house, and there is a pretty substantial head-to-head 22-5, and these guys always get the best out of each other, James Willstrop and Ramy Ashour. There's a real respect, of course, a massive competitive edge between them, but they do extract some of the best squash, and Ramy's publicly said that he feels that James is one of the hardest players, if not the hardest player he plays. Oh, that's immaculate. That's immaculate, PJ.
And out. 4-6.
Sadly, when Surav was putting the mosquito cream on James, he couldn't reach up there, so... Had to
stand on Mazuela's shoulders, didn't he?
Into the shot from Willstrop, and there's the unforced error. So Ramy Ashour,
11-7 game to Ashour. Ashour leads.
surprisingly, not surprisingly, a quick-fire game. Points scored.
It's a tough movement. Yeah.
Oh, there's the frustration. He should be careful there with his foot.
Ashour. No.
You know, with the injury issues that he's had, the last thing he wants to be doing, he's running away, playing the ball brilliantly here, but
Down.
Clip the top of the tin. Well, this is interesting times.
very interesting. It's a great shot from Willstrop.
Court attendance.
Such a good rally, PJ.
He's gone through the interference.
Oh, he's made the unforced error. Willstrop be furious with himself. Ramy Ashour couldn't get off the side door quick enough.
Yeah, Ashraf Hanafi was a very good player back in the day.
Based in Germany for
he
a long time.
was for a long time, yeah.
He's obviously commentating for local TV. Who's he commentating with?
Hand out.
He's flying solo.
It's gone a bit flat, do you think?
Well, ever so slightly, but I mean, that's only
Change
encouraging
within
for
a rally,
Willstrop.
though,
He'll
can't
be all over this like a rash.
Down. 11-9.
So James Willstrop manages to take the third game, much to the silence of the crowd.
Yeah, it's a good hold there. Willstrop in all sorts of trouble. He's hanging in. Oh, well, that looked a very tired movement, Joey.
Surprise, 3 matches in a row for James Willstrop here. We know it's 3
5-2.
matches in a row for Ramy Ashour, but show what he had in the first 3 games, but it's been a pretty impressive tournament, to say the least, from James Willstrop. It was only a matter of 10 days ago that he was struggling at Canary Wharf. He's backed around quite brilliantly.
Match to Ashour.
Well, Ramy Ashour
3 games to 1.
manages to close out
11-7, 14-12, and
last
9-11.
quarter-final of tonight's play.
11-4.
Well, Ramy, you're getting mobbed there by all those little juniors. It's wonderful to see. Now, you played James a number of times. I think it's 27 in total on the PSA World Tour. You've actually said publicly he's probably one of the hardest players, if not the hardest player for you to play, but you always bring the best out of each other.
I mean, definitely we've both been for quite some time together on tour, and I've always thought of James as a great ambassador for the game and a great gentleman on court and off court. And it's not the easiest thing, I'm telling you, to play someone you know, you respect that much on court. So it's always a fair battle between both of us, and we push each other to the limit and even a little bit more. And that's what I love about our games.